I'm just thinking from the element of, she's like giving the sense of despair because her wish didn't turn out right. And then the other girl's whole thing is that she doesn't even remember what she wished for. At which point does it even matter to you what became of the wish if you don't even remember it in the first place? Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we are here for, well, not technically Madoka Magica, as it turns out, despite what I was just pointing at. We are actually moving on to the next thing, which is I guess it's side story stuff, I don't really know. It's called Magia Record, which is part of the universe of Madoka Magica, let's say. But the issue here is I do have notes, obviously, and board stuff for the Madoka Magica ending. And technically, this is the first thing that I'm recording after the finale of Madoka Magica. But it's not the first thing that I intend to release. Well, actually, it's going to have to be the next thing I intend to release. It's not my intention of what's supposed to happen here. What I meant to do yesterday was I was going to watch the first two movies, which were going to be the compilation movies, I assume, of the Madoka Magica show. However, real life stuff got in the way. My central air for the house died. Spent the day trying to get it fixed. Got window units installed in the meantime so that I don't absolutely die here in the summer. But yeah, that recording did not happen. I also do plan to watch the other movie stuff that was released that takes place after that. I think I heard that the Madoka Magica finale sets up. So that is all on the way. And my intent is to go over those notes and the board changes and whatnot after those movies. Like, probably after the second movie, which would then be the compilation to the end of the show, right? Because I want to give my thoughts in time with that. So, know that I do have stuff to go over, but not here at the start of this. That said, hopefully this doesn't spoil anything that I haven't seen yet in those movies, but, it is what it is. It's the timeline that we're on. So that said, this is Magia Record, which I am informed is extra material. Azope, one of our patrons, constantly is calling it Gaiden. So, that said, let's just hop on in and see what we get.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Now that said Magica Quartet. Does that mean these are all going to be individual side stories? Or is it going to be one complete story? Oh, there's the familiar music. It looks like an Among Us character. So was that was in her backpack, right? Okay, so this is before the end of the show. So the labyrinth is following the train? It's a pretty badass costume. Oxwood, I can read that.
そんなのと戦わなきゃいけないの？そうだよ。だから魔法少女は命がけ。魔法少女なんて絶対嫌。怖いのも痛いのも大嫌い。でもね、だけどね、その代わり何でも願いが叶っちゃう。何でもって何でも何でも。
Okay, so we already have an operating team. Kind of like Back in Time with Akemi in episode 10. And that one's almost like the cat from the opening. That cat was blue. Sorry, the opening of Madoka Magica.
それなら命だってかけられちゃう。勉強しなくても100点取りたい。たくさん食べても太らない体。
You almost think that was Sayaka's wish, if not for the fact that we know it's about her dad. Your roommate a witch? Or is the shadow of your dead roommate who turned into a witch? I mean, that's going to be my guess for now. That was the person we saw before with her on the train. She turned into a witch. Then she took her out.
またやっちゃった。お母さんいないんだっけ。いろはちゃん、本当にごめんなさいね。当日までバタバタになっちゃって。私のことはいいから忘れ物
Or
ない。
sister. Not friend, but sister.
何度も確認したし。
洗面所にあったぞ。
本当に気をつけてね。お父さんもいるから大丈夫だと思うけど。うん。いろはちゃんも下宿の入居準備ができるまでしばらく一人暮らしになっちゃうけど。私の方は心配ないよ。家事もできるの知ってるでしょ。でもやっぱり留学の話考えてくれても。
You mean like some sort of sci-fi city or something?
ことでもあるの？うん。まあそんな感じ。ならいいけど。ほんとどうしてこんなにしっかり者に育っちゃったのか？海外出張なんていい機会だよ。お父さんと二人で旅行気分で楽しんできていいよ。そうね。いろはちゃんのお言葉に甘えようかな。旅行なんて新婚旅行以来だし。うん。じゃあ着いたら連絡してね。お土産楽しみにしてるから。はい。
I mean, given the train setup from before, I almost feel like we're also setting up something happened to the parents.
魔法少女が私のやりたいことなのかな。
ミルキーウェイ。日本では天の川と呼ばれ、七夕伝説などのモチーフとなりました。この他に世界各地では。
Are you implying you're not in Japan? Because why wouldn't you introduce it as the Heavenly River otherwise?
私が魔法少女になるときに叶えてもらったはずのお願いのことなんだけど。そのことか。前も言った通り、僕にもよくわからないんだ。君が誰かのために願いを使ったことは判明しているんだけど、その個人名や具体的内容に関しては不明な部分があまりに多い。そんな。
Do you not
なんと
remember?
か思い出したりできない？普通は忘れたりしないんだけど、君の願いの一部に
Please do not attempt to escape.
という内容も含まれていたのかもしれないね。
Oh, you made a wish that included not remembering it.
そんなこと言うかな。君は知りたいのかい？自分の願いの姿を。それは知りたいよ。私の人生をかけた願いなのに、自分でも。
Are we not gonna stop this?
なんで覚えてないんだろう。
では、このぼんやりと白いものの正体が本当は何かわかりますか？玉木さん。
願い事？なんでもありません。
I mean, you called it a vague white object. That's very unhelpful. So why is QB eating anything? Last time we saw QB eat was either wraith blocks or themselves.
何かあったら遠慮せずお友達を頼りなさいね。大変なのだから。
はい。
もちろん私もできる限りのサポートはするわね。頼ってくれて構わないのよ。
はい、ありがとうございます。
I feel like that teacher only exists to tempt certain students.
なんでマジで？それ羨ましいんだけど。
徹夜でスマホ見放題じゃん。
お菓子も食べまくり？
門限とかもないんでしょ？
あ、いきなりどうした？今日さ、掃除当番なんだけど、ちょっと用事できちゃって。お願い、誰か代わって。
あんた、この前も同じこと言ってたじゃん。
I mean, she did cover earlier that she's really good at chores.
私変わろうか。
See?
マジで？玉木さんお優しい、マジ天使。もう、あんまこいつ甘やかさなくていいよ。今日用事ないし、帰ってもそんなにやることないから。じゃあ私らゴミ捨て行ってくっから。
I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking like normal school. When you see this, like they put up the chairs and wipe down the blackboard.
部活も入ってないし、放課後遊んでるわけでもないんでしょ？玉木さんって確かなんかしてて忙しいんじゃなかったっけ？なんかって？なんだっけ？
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it wasn't sister. Maybe it was friend. Yeah, because that's her, right? I don't remember if the shape of the shadow was in her shape.
いえ、情報交換は大切ですから。何かあったんですか？昨日は魔女に会えましたけど、最近は本当に魔女も減ってきましたね。私たちの活躍のおかげかななんて。グリーフシードが手に入らなくなるのは困りますけど、魔女の被害が出るよう
Yeah, the competitive nature of being a magical girl.
私なんかでも人の役に立ててるのかなって。玉木さんはこんな話聞いたことある？上浜市に行けば魔法少女は救われるって。救われる？救われるってどういうことですか？もう魔女と戦わなくてもよくなるって。
I don't remember where Madoka Magica takes
それ
place.
って上浜市には魔女がいないってことですか？でも他の地域に魔女がいるなら魔法少女が頑張らないと。
No, we're in a labyrinth.
大変なことになるんじゃ。詳しいことはわからないんだけど。
The only good witch is a dead
誰
witch.
がそんなこと？みんなが噂してるの。
I meant that by the fact I don't know. Did
上浜市
does
に行けば魔法少女
the main story Madoka Magica take place in Kamihara?
ってことですか？
Kamihama, sorry.
そういう夢を見た子がいるの。夢だけでそんな噂にまで。同じ夢を見た子が何人もいるらしいの。夢の中に小さい女の子が出てきて、上浜市に来て、そうすれば魔法少女は救われるって。そんなのみんな信じちゃってるんですか？
I mean, that does seem like something a witch would do to trick magical girls coming in, right?
みんなが噂してた小さい女の子の夢、昨日私も見ちゃってさ。玉木さんは救われたいって思わないの？
I mean, it feels like a lot of these people choose to be a magical girl because that's what they want to be.
私は好きな人と付き合いたいってお願いしたの。その人とはもう別れちゃったんだけど。
Getting pretty dark, that soul gem.
その時はそれ以上に大事なことなんて。でもこんなことになるなら魔法少女になんてなるんじゃなかった。願いなんて叶わなければよかった。魔法少女になったって死んじゃったら何の意味もない。
Fair enough. Not true. Not untrue, rather.
玉木さん、降りる駅って。降りそびれちゃいました。クロエさんはどこまで行くんですか？上浜市。
Yeah, legit. We're on another witch train. I'm just thinking from the element of, you know, she's like giving the sense of despair because her wish didn't turn out right. And then the other girl's whole thing is that she doesn't even remember what she wished for. At which point does it even matter to you what became of the wish if you don't even remember it in the first place? Oh, okay. The start of the episode was just portending this happening. You know, kind of the same way that the first episode of Madoka Magica portends the final episode.
今魔女の結界が消えたら下に落ちちゃう。
I guess possibly, if these are all individual stories each episode, then that could be a reason for doing that same time thing in the middle of the episode. Or not the middle, you know, encapsulated in this one episode. I do always get thrown in anime when the sun is going down in one scene and it's like darkest night the next. Zenobia. That sounds familiar. We're gonna get a third magical girl. Looks like Kyobi's not supposed to interfere. Is it the thing I was saying before about it? You could have a whole story about a aberrant Kyobi. No, never mind. I was right the first time. Third magical girl. But are you going to be a greedy one, or are you going to be a work together one? Yeah, because technically you're not in a your part of town thing, as it were.
ここは上浜西のテリトリーよ。他の魔法少女のテリトリーで勝手に魔女を狩るのは敵対行為になるってキューベイに教えてもらわなかった。すいません。
I mean, did you not see all the garters? We got thrown here.
魔法少女は救われるってそう聞いたから。その噂なら私も聞いたことがあるわ。でも思い知ったでしょ。ここの魔女は他の地域の魔女よりも強いし数も多い。救われるのとは正反対よ。ここはあなたたちが来るべき場所ではないわ。これはあなたたちにあげる。分かったらもう上浜には近寄らないことね。まだ何かあるの？
I mean, it's either that she's hiding something, or it's what I said before, and the witches are trying to lure in magical girls.
このくらいの大きさの子供のキューベ。そんなに小さいやつは見たことないわ。それに今上浜にはキューベイがいないのよ。いない？どういうわけか知らないし、使い終わったグリーフシードは他で回収してもらってるか
I
ら。
mean, that's also interesting.
別にいいんだけど。
Why would Kyobi
そ
not
の
be
子供
here?
キューベイがどうかしたの？さっき結界の中でそのキューベイに助けてもらって。そう。じゃあもし見つけたら私の方からお礼でも伝えておくわ。よろしくお願いします。ちょっと待って。上浜に来れば魔法少女は救われるって噂。
Again, I think I might be right about the aberrant Kyobi thing that I said back in Madoka Magica.
夢？
That would be an interesting idea, and you could do a show about it.
みんな
Maybe.
同じ夢を見たんです。悪いけど他の子たちにも伝えてちょうだい。上浜では魔法少女をこれ以上増やすつもりはないし、勝手に入ってくるようなら敵とみなすって。
Beyond what she just said about the enemies thing, it does seem like Kamihama could use more magical girls, considering the place is overrun with witches.
さっきの魔法少女さん、すごく強かったですね。上浜って魔法少女も強くないとやっていけないんだな。もう来るなって言われちゃいましたね。確かに私たちには危険かもですけど。
You think everybody who just got ejected from the train at the last stop just all thought they got off the wrong stop? Just completely forgot about the whole witch thing? Because they forget. I think that's the thing.
私救われに行くの。夜のうちに誰も知らない列車に乗って。
It's a lot of witches.
救われに行くの。
I mean, magical girls.
助けなきゃいけない人たちに見つかる前に私救われに行くの。みんなのために人生を奪われるその前に。神浜へ行こう。私たちは私たちのために神浜へ行こう。
Is it gonna be how the walpurgis get so strong?
私たちは救われる。
I'm assuming the one you made the wish for? Or is that yourself? Same hair color. Could be the sister thing.
君たちの願い事を
Go out with
何
him.
でも一つ叶えてあげる。何だって構わない。どんな奇跡だって起こしてあげられるよ。でもそれと引き換えに出来上がるのがソウルジェム。この石を手にした者は魔女と戦う使命を課されるんだ。キューベ、お願い。ウイの病気を治して。
Sick sister. I mean, that's my guess still. But why don't you remember? Or is it monkey's paw? Was cure removed from existence? Okay, I mean, pleasantly surprised that I was wrong at the very beginning about this being a series of one-offs, as it very clearly seems like we're going to be following this character. I guess it's going to be like figuring out the monkey's paw of the wish, right? Why did Yui cease to exist after she made the wish to cure her? Or I guess more specifically, why is she persisting in this dream, I don't know what you call it, vision thing that she's having? Because it's not like, see, there's so many magical girls here. It's not like the other thing where I'd be like, oh, maybe this other person is that one. See, sorry, that was just I know I have to cover this in the YouTube, so I apologize, but she did the twirly thing that Madoka does, where it seems like she merges with herself. And I don't really understand what that meant in Madoka either, so I certainly don't understand it here. I mean, of course, I will investigate the lyrics per next episode, right? Haven't been really paying attention to the lyrics right now, but I will before next episode. Okay, I mean, that was essentially on point. Yeah, again, first episode. I know what the world is about because of Madoka Magica, but it's essentially still first contact with these characters. I enjoyed it. I mean, I understood this way more than I did the first episode of Madoka Magica, but that's because first episode of Madoka Magica, I was trying to have to understand the visuals that were going on. I now know what labyrinths are, so, and even then, this labyrinth wasn't as an insane visual jump as it was in the first episode of Madoka Magica. Like, this just, well, you know, actually, sorry, I was going on a tangent in my own head. I was going to say, she didn't see all the girders that threw them from the train to here. And it was like, oh, wait, no, it's regular people who don't see that stuff. And it seems very much clearly implied that this is another magical girl, so clearly she would have seen it if she could have seen it. So yeah, I mean, what are the main things here? Wish that she can't remember to cure Yui of something, because obviously there's a bunch of flashbacks of like bedridden and everything, and then we go back to the half of the room is empty. Also weird, because I feel like that's only something you could do if you're actively trying to forget something, because otherwise you would have, why is half this room unfilled? Filled it up, right? So we have active visions of a thing, we have lost memory, missing sick girl, a call to go to a place, and apparently either a lot of magical girls going there, or a lot of magical girls have gone there and are dead. Because other way, our new blue-haired girl, first episode, our blue-haired girl has either been dealing with a number of people showing up there and being killed to the witches, or is about to get a ton of people showing up. The element that our other more depressed girl, like her gem is really in dark. It's like the first episode. Our depressed girl is mentioning, oh yeah, me and all these other girls are talking about this dream that we all share, implying there's a wide amount of magical girls to have these conversations with. I mean, we've seen from the dream all those ones that are walking up, implying that she's seeing the dream for the first time too. I don't know. Again, I think it's just an element that I'm gonna have to rewatch in my time, take my notes, figure out what we're seeing, and then of course come back and I'll have some sort of board. Like you said, I think there's only maybe 3, 4, technically 5, 7 characters to keep track of so far. 8, maybe 9. Sorry, the two main girls, blue hair, what was it? Yui, Kyobi, the parents, the teacher, and possibly the friends at school. So that's how many characters I'm thinking are currently on the watch list. Anyway, as I said, we'll come back with notes. We'll figure it out there. So until then, I've been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?